All right. G'day everyone, my name's Ben and I'm one of the founders at Gecko. Gecko removes the back and forth between customers and event rental businesses. Now, I've been in the events industry since I was 5 years old. And when I got a little bit older, my mum gave me a promotion, and one of my roles was whenever we had a corporate client or a wedding planner that would request speakers, lights, chairs, tables, it was my job to rent those items out from rental businesses across Sydney. But the whole process of doing that was such a nightmare. You give them a call over the phone, they wouldn't answer, and if they did, they'd say, "Hey mate, can you just send me an email?" So then you go in, you'd send them an email, and it would take a couple days for them to get back to you, if they got back to you at all. And this really pissed me off. So I was sort of thinking, why does this happen? And the unique insight that we found is that rental businesses work off a quote-based system. And the reason that they work on a quote-based system is because there's nothing that links up a rental business's inventory management system with their online storefront. So that's why we built Gecko. But you don't want to listen to this, snake oil salesman. Hear from our customers.
In the past, before Gecko, I did it all manually, really.
It was a tedious process.
Having to have a lot of back and forth for each booking was
The time it took.
not the best use of time. People would reach out via a quote form,
Email me,
go through and make recommendations, and
me get back to the clients with a price,
then I would come back to them with the availability.
package things up and proceed with the booking and get all the information.
So there was no online checkout or anything of the sorts.
Whoa, that does sound like a painful problem. Luckily, Gecko has the best customer service in the game and makes it super easy to book things out instantly. You can go into the categories that you're after, type in the suburb that you're in, and instantly have a number of different options close to you that can best suit your needs. Rental businesses love using Gecko because of how we remove the back and forth between them and their customers. As you can see here, we've white labeled Vibes AV's site, but it's all done through Gecko. So a customer can come in and they've got all the items that they could possibly rent from Vibes on one page. They can go in, add things to their cart, and they're offered items that are paired with that item. They can go in, select the dates for their event, and they get sent straight to checkout. And delivery is done on a per kilometre basis so that they have a custom price that's made for them.
A few impacts on the business: more exposure, more clientele.
I've definitely seen an increase in sales.
The client knew what they wanted, they knew the price, they knew the availability of it, and they could go ahead and book that on the spot.
It reduces the back and forth for me a lot.
That makes the flow a lot easier.
Made it easier for clients to actually follow through with the booking. And you guys have been constantly developing, changing, refining. Gecko has listened to my wants, needs, and suggestions.
Personal experience where you guys will bend over backwards.
The customer service has just been absolutely next level.
It's terrific.
It's been fantastic.
Hey, Ben.
Jenny and Benny.
It is Jenny and Benny. It's hard to get out of your mind that vision of 5-year-old Ben, isn't it? Ringing up going, "Right, mate, you got any disco balls?" When you said you got a promotion, I still have my mind on 5-year-old Ben. So it sounds like you know quite a lot about this rental market. Can you tell us about the size and the scale of it?
Yeah, of course. So I like to look at the market in 3 horizons. So what we're looking to achieve over the next 12 to 18 months is win the events market within Australia. So there are 8,000 event rental businesses in Australia, and the GMV TAM for that is over $2 billion, which is around 300 million in revenue. So then we go to the second horizon, which is over to the US. And we've raised a little bit of money over there. And I lived in San Francisco for 3 months, which was a really amazing experience. And there's a massive market over there, which is worth over $10 billion. And what we're looking to do is accelerate that growth through the use of an AI quote generator that gets back to customers really quickly. And then our third horizon, which is world domination, which is something we're really excited about, but also moving into new markets with really big TAMs. So things like equipment rental, things like ski gear and transportation. That's where we see the vision of Gecko. And that's worth over $50 billion.
I love this. I love this ability of you all to have this sort of huge vision whilst also really getting quite focused and nitty-gritty in with your customers. And there's nothing more kind of exciting than a customer-obsessed team and watching you kind of really listen to your customers. Tell us about some of the twists and turns and the pivots and things that you've gone on since you guys started Gecko together.
Yeah, so we started back in 2019 with a peer-to-peer marketplace, which was a sucky idea. And the reason why it sucked was we thought, okay, we just want to bypass the rental businesses since the process is so bad anyway. But it turns out that the suppliers that we had, so people, are actually worse than rental businesses. So in 2022, we were mainly focused on building a product that customers loved. And since joining Techstars, the amazing thing has been we've been focusing on SEO, and that's been growing 15% week on week. And our GMV has been growing at 37% week on week since we joined the program, which has been amazing and a testament to how Techstars has helped us focus.
It is testament to them, but it is also a testament to you guys are very customer obsessed, which is fantastic. And so talking of your team, you are one of the very young teams in Techstars. Can you tell us a little bit about all of your skill sets and who you are?
Jenny, I've been in this industry for 20 years. I mean, I did start when I was 5, but a really good lesson from that was that, cheap labor can be very, very useful. So anyways, no, we have an amazing team. Lau is the best designer I've ever met. He was doing gradients before Web3, but he also started his own agency that was making over 100K in revenue to events businesses as well, doing designs and product things. Then we've got Cody, who is the highest agency of anyone I've ever met. He is... Not only does he ship every week, which is amazing for a CTO to be able to do, he has this product vision where he's always thinking about the customer, and that's when you know you've got a really good engineer. And then we've got Jaden, who is the founder of a worldwide movement of effective acceleration. He's followed on Twitter by Gary Tan, Mark Andreessen, so the president of Y Combinator and the founder of the biggest VC in the world, as well as Dylan, who's the founder of Figma. But again, what really matters is, his love for the problem and his focus on the customer and building something that people love.
So your influencers, basically, is what you're telling us. And I always tell this story about Cody that deeply impressed me very early on in Accelerator. Cody's very young CTO, and Olivia from Femtech held a productivity, how your menstrual cycle affects productivity at work. And Cody's came and sat down, listened to the whole session, and had some quite profound thoughts afterwards about how to implement that in the future into his own business. I was blown away by his interest and open mind about it all. And so you've got a captive audience of party animals here who probably want to rent your equipment, Ben. Is there anything you'd like to ask them?
Yeah, look, if anyone knows anyone that's having a wedding that's coming up, or if you're thinking about having a family over at Christmas time and you want to hire a slushy machine or set of speakers or chairs and tables like we've got here tonight, we've got an exclusive offer. Type in Techstars at checkout and you'll get 20% off your rental. So, yeah.
And you haven't mentioned capital raising. Is that because you've got quite a bit of runway at the moment?
Yeah, we do. We've got 12 months worth of runway, so we're not looking to raise at the moment. And yeah. But actually,
Wait!
Nikki's been waving the cut-through ventures. The only way that you're going to get into our round before the seed round is going to be through the cut-through Angels syndicate, because they make it so easy for us, and we don't have to do too much work for it. So yeah, if you want in, you're welcome to invest via the Cut Through Angels syndicate.
Fantastic. Thanks, Ben.